Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay and today I'm doing a reaction video to Cinemassacre's Angry Video Game Nerd episode 206. Let's check this out. Here we go. Turn it down a little bit. I've been lost my ears.
Happy holidays, and thank you for watching this episode of Angry Video Game
You're
Nerd.
welcome.
It's the season of giving, but haven't you already given enough of your unencrypted data away to be harvested by hackers, governments, and corporations? Well, if you've been using ExpressVPN for years like I have, then you have nothing to worry about. ExpressVPN safeguards and protects the data that you send over the internet from prying eyes, wrapping it in a protective bubble called a virtual private network. Then, your data is sent through a secure tunnel to its destination, unlocking unrestricted access to the internet for you. As the holiday season approaches, I like to watch the classics like Home Alone, The Grinch, Christmas Vacation, etc. And it can be a pain to find everything on streaming. But with ExpressVPN, I don't have to sweat it. It's like the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward.
With just a click of a button, I change my geolocation to another country like France, and almost like magic from Santa himself, everything shows up instantly in beautiful high definition.
Merry Christmas, Harry.
And with almost 100 countries to choose from worldwide and being rated the top VPN available, I'm always confident that I can find whatever I need with my ExpressVPN at my fingertips. Find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free by visiting expressvpn.com/Cinemassacre or by clicking the link in the description below.
Nice class.
Today, we're talking Garfield, yeah! And since this is the December episode, you might be wondering, is there anything Christmas about it? Yeah, there is. I'm wearing a Santa hat. Back in the day, there used to be this roll of paper that came to your house. It was called a newspaper, yeah. It had a bunch of news and sports crap in it, but there was also comics. Every day, as a kid, I would dig out that comic section and go straight to Garfield. It was my favorite, and all it was a cat. A cynical, sarcastic cat who speaks only in thought clouds, who likes to sleep, eat lasagna, and beat up his owner John and his dog Odie. Nevertheless, there was something about it that hooked me, and I collected many of those books that archived all the old Garfield strips.
Nice.
Part of the appeal was from being a cat owner. There was a relatability factor. Never before had I seen a comic that made fun of how cats can't make up their mind if they want to go out the door, or how they plan out their jumps across furniture. It's a comic about what your cat is thinking, what goes on inside their little minds. That is, until Garfield evolved into a more generic character. Another thing I loved was the slapstick. There was so much chaos and destruction. It often involved food being splattered or someone being whacked in the head. Everyone remembers Odie getting a lot of abuse, but John would get totally messed up. He's falling on his face, getting burped through the door. Sometimes it happens in a combo. A pie to the face, his pants get ripped off, and then he's kicked over. These type of exaggerated cartoon physics were new to me at the time. Even though it was just a drawing on a page, I could see it moving. Garfield is what taught me how to draw movement. And I gotta mention, John's facial expressions are so funny. But I think one of the biggest appeals of the character is Garfield's fuck all attitude. He doesn't give a shit. He's the king of laziness, especially when they gave him that monotone voice for the animated show. That set the way for how Garfield talks. While I was a big fan of both the show and the strip, eventually, like most things, it became repetitive and predictable. Just think, there's been a Garfield comic every day since 1978. By now, you wouldn't think Garfield would still be such a big deal anymore. But the internet has given Garfield a whole new life. There's so many fan works and spoofs, it would be impossible to count. There was a Garfield randomizer that mixes panels from different Garfield strips. There was Silent Garfield that removes Garfield's thought clouds. And then there's Garfield minus Garfield, which removes Garfield altogether, making John into a much crazier character than he already was. It's hilarious. Then there's the square root of minus Garfield. It never ends. There's all kinds of theories, like trying to explain whatever happened to Odie's original owner, Lyman, who was only in the early comics. The theory goes he was murdered or captured by John, and there actually exists a Flash game called Garfield's Spooky Scavenger Hunt with an Easter egg showing Lyman chained up in the basement.
Wow.
I didn't know Garfield had such deep lore. What is it with Garfield? Why has it infiltrated our imagination so much? Is there any core meaning? Well, perhaps some of the video games might hold some clues to the secrets of this stupid cat's enduring popularity.
Really?
Or not. You want to know how many Garfield games there are? No, you really don't. There's too many.
Really?
And they've been making them since the days of Atari 2600. What you see here is a prototype developed during the video game crash of '83. It was canceled, but not lost, unfortunately. There's not much to do but hop across a fence while avoiding potted plants. Next thing, you're on a rooftop. Oh look, Odie's in the chimney, like Santa. There's our Christmas reference. How do you like that? Merry fucking Christmas. Happy goddamn holidays. And while you're at it, Happy New Year. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Arbor Day. Happy World Mosquito Day. And happy birthday, Brian. Anyway, you encounter this gray hanging creature who I think is supposed to be normal. Next thing, you're in the universe of Odie's eating burgers. And that's about it. It's a 30-second unfinished Atari game. There were tons and tons of Garfield computer games in the 80s, but when it comes to consoles, there was a Famicom version. It was called A Week of Garfield. Somehow, it never made it to the NES. In some cases, that's a shame because there's a lot of good games that only came out in Japan. Is this one of those? Or is it the other kind?
Let's find out.
The title screen is promising. It at least looks like Garfield and Odie. But then Odie runs away, and Garfield says, "Where are you going, Odie?" He's quitting. Already. That's a bad sign. Level 1, you're walking through John's ugly house with tasteless wall colors and randomly placed tables and
What the hell?
Happened, dead? That was fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, the goal of the game, I think, is that you're trying to find Odie dead
Wow.
again. Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, this already
Yeah,
sucks.
it's bad
Now there's a spider in my way. Oh, great. It mimics your movement. Oh, what was that? Did Garfield just turn into a four-legged cat all of a sudden? Yes, actually, that's how you crouch in the game. And it's true, Garfield used to walk on four legs in the early comics, but in the game, it switches back and forth. Every position, whether jumping or whatever, all look like totally different Garfields. The attack, you gotta be kidding me. That's all you get? Just a wimpy little kick? At first, I couldn't even tell if I was attacking or not. That range is so short, it doesn't even go outside Garfield's own hitbox. You gotta get the power-ups. You can throw bones, what look like bombs, and a spread gun. Do you remember the comic where that happened? Where Garfield fired a spread gun at a bunch of frogs and mice? The enemies make no sense. How did John let all these frogs in his house? Remember that one strip where Liz came over and he was like, "Oh shit, I got all these frogs jumping around." Oh, that John. Then you got all these green alien bug things and gray mice. That mouse just kicked my ass. Drained my health in a second. Damn, knocked me in the air. These mice don't fuck around. When you reach the end of the stage, if you reach the end of the stage, you come to a locked door. Let me guess. You gotta find a key. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Wait, you can't go back. Does that mean I'm fucked? Oh, now I'm just jumping around like an idiot.
Wow.
I don't know what you're supposed to do. I guess that means I can stop playing. Never mind. I found the key. You trigger it by jumping in a specific spot. What's the point of that? Who puts a key right in front of the door? And this happens on every level. Why even have a locked door if the key is always right there? You're gonna find it, even if you have to touch every spot on the screen imaginable. It adds nothing to the game except wasted time. At the end of the level, John will say something. It's always just one sentence. What happened? I don't know.
Okay.
You want to tell me what happened?
Yeah.
May I help you? Yeah, you could give me some power-ups or a health upgrade or just some tips. Nope, just puts me back in the game. Okay. What can I do for you?
I don't know, John. What can you do for me? What have you done so far? Nothing. You're a waste. You're a useless piece of shit.
Let's challenge.
Challenge?
What challenge? Hasn't this whole thing been a challenge?
Yeah.
Still looking for Odie?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the goal. Because that's what you were asking. Not that you had any advice or anything. You just wanted to know. Well, yeah, I am still looking. Asswipe.
Garfield would have given up long ago. Why would he ever be looking for Odie? Garfield would be glad to get rid of him. Garfield wouldn't even get out of bed except to eat. Maybe if that were the goal, if he's trying to find a massive treasure trove of lasagna, that would at least make sense. Because cats love lasagna. No, it never made sense. This game is work. A lot of work. Something Garfield would never do. All the levels are pretty much the exact same thing. You just move to the right and get bombarded by hordes of enemies. Too many enemies. Way too many. Damn birds. Duck and jump.
Oh!
Okay, the duck down. All right.
Oh!
The fucking mouse. All right, I know the mouse is coming. And jump.
So close.
Shoot him. Shoot him, shoot him.
Oh.
Duck under the birds. Jump over the mouse.
Close.
The big problem is the game doesn't start with much health. And anytime you find more health, it only adds a tiny sliver to the health bar. That's all you get? You gotta be kidding me. There's no post-hit invincibility either. Any enemy can drain all your health in a flash.
Yeah.
You know, I happened to notice that if you scramble the words Garfield Odie, you can get Fragile Die. Just wanted to point that out.
Gee.
Wait till you get to the bosses. They're near impossible. It's funny they use such obscure Garfield characters. That right there is Fluffy Ned. No, I'm just kidding. It's nobody. Don't you wish you had more health? Well, just play the level over again and don't get hit so much. Don't you wish you had more ammo? Well, play the level again, trying to save your ammo while not getting hit. Don't you wish you were playing a different game?
Yeah.
Well, take the fucker out and throw it in the dumpster. I like that the restaurant says foods, foods, foods. Also, is it just me, or does the music sound like Get Back by the Beatles? Another thing, that spider in the tree reminds me of Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
The way it drops down and blocks your way. But at least here the weapons actually work.
Anyway, I'm at the last level now. Wish me luck.
Oh, hi, Odie. Bye, Odie. I guess you just walk past him. Uh-oh, this is it. Purple Cat Boss. Yes, a purple cat throwing knives is the final boss of a Garfield game. And he's hard as shit. Oh, fuck.
Close.
Fuck!
Dang.
Ah!
I just gotta hit him with the bombs. Hit him with the bombs. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Got him.
I did it. I did it. I beat him. Oh, now I just gotta find the key, and it's all over. All right, where's the key?
Oh, no.
What happened? What? Time limit? There's a fucking time limit?
Time limit?
I can't believe there's a time limit. So not only do you have to get to the boss with optimum ammo and health, but you also have to do it fast as fuck. Well, I'm not doing that. Just one more time. All right, I'm gonna get him this time. Oh, down to the wire again. 10 seconds left. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is this possible? Is this 5, 4, 3, 2?
Got it.
Oh, there is no key this time. What?
You saw that,
Yes!
right? I beat the boss and made it through the door. How much farther did I need to go?
Exactly.
It's not even worth it. Just one more time.
I swear, all I needed was just one more second. All right, you motherfucker. Come on, come on.
Go,
yes.
go.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you serious?
No!
Just one more time.
You guys again?
Okay, that was as fast as I could go. And so 12 seconds left. Oh boy, 10 seconds. Oh,
Go, go.
here we go. Here we go. 5. Oh my God. 4, 3, 2,
1.
Made it!
I did it!
Wow!
Congratulations, boys. It was easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right!
sure it was. See you again. I hope not.
Well, there you have the Famicom Classic, A Week of Garfield. A week off my life expectancy. This isn't Garfield, it's more like Barfield. This is one of the worst 8-bit shitfests I've ever played. I'm glad it didn't come out in the US, and I'd be even more glad if I never even knew it existed.
I don't think you could top that shit. But let's take a quick look at another Garfield game on the Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis.
It's called Garfield Caught in the Act. Caught in the Act doing what? Never mind. The plot is that Garfield gets sucked into the TV. Yeah, that old cliche that's been done over and over, most notably in the Avgn game. So now Garfield is platform jumping through a bunch of movie genres, a classic horror stage, a pirate stage, prehistoric, Egyptian, and even a film noir stage called Casablanca. Man, I miss the 90s when it was still commonplace to reference movies from the 40s. Nowadays, if you make a Casablanca reference, the kids won't know what the fuck you're talking about. At first glance, this is what you want. It actually looks like Garfield, the animation is nice, but just try playing. I dare you. Try playing it for 10 minutes and you'll see. It's not what it seems. It's like chocolate-covered diarrhea. You think it's a side-scroller, but no. It's a sideways, up and down, left and right, up and down, fall back, do it again, left and right, left and right. Who would have thought a Garfield game would be this confusing to navigate? Even when you figure out where you're supposed to go, a big part of the trick is not getting hit or missing a jump. If you fall down, you gotta do it all over again. Or, if you fall in the water, it takes you back, just like the sewers in Ninja Turtles. Garfield wouldn't have the patience for all this, so why should I? I even encountered a glitch. On the prehistoric stage, after beating the boss, a reptilian Odie, the game soft-locked. Nothing happened. So I had to reset the rotten thing and start over from the beginning of the whole game. I would ask, did they even test this shitty game out? But the answer is yes. According to the end credits, there were 2 lead testers, 4 assistant lead testers, and 14 regular testers. There's no way! On top of the regular levels, there's a stage made up of TV circuits that acts as the main hub. This is where the final boss lies, and you'll never guess what this boss is. It's, this.
What?
What the hell is that thing? It looks like a robot velociraptor with a bow tie and plugs for hands. It doesn't even look like it belongs in the same game. It looks like something you'd see in Vector Man or something. How did this thing get in here? It would be like playing Super Mario World and all of a sudden Saberwolf shows up.
Yeah.
So, I beat 2 Garfield games, and am I proud of it? No. I think they should have ended with the Egyptian level. That was already a worthy pain-in-the-ass final boss. It's a giant statue of a pharaoh with the face of John, I think. It's funny to think of John as some kind of high ruler, a king or a god. I mean, he does own a cat, and pharaohs owned cats as protection against snakes and shit. In ancient Egypt, cats were regarded with high importance. They were depicted on the walls of tombs, sometimes even being mummified with their owners.
This is rather profound because Jim Davis, the creator of Garfield, will undoubtedly be remembered for Garfield for all eternity. In a sense, he will take his cat to the grave, just like the ancient pharaohs.
The pharaoh in the game is John, but does anyone remember who John actually is? Go back to the very first Garfield comic. He's a cartoonist. John is Jim Davis.
And perhaps Jim Davis is no mortal man. Maybe he's a reincarnation of an ancient deity, a god. It makes perfect sense. Why else would everybody still be worshiping Garfield after all these years? And if you scramble the name Jim Davis, you can get diva-jism.
Diva?
That's disgusting. I apologize. One more game.
Just to throw out one more shit nugget for you, there was a Game Boy game called Garfield Labyrinth. It's a maze game which is essentially a remake of Solomon's Key, which was one of the all-time great puzzle games as an arcade and NES port. This version basically replaces Solomon with Garfield and gives him some weird weapon to destroy blocks with. What is that thing? Some appendage on his body? I know what that is. It's never mind. Enough dirty jokes. It turns out this game is based on yet another game called PP Hammer and his pneumatic weapon. PP Hammer? Okay.
Yes, it's true. This cat has a dick.
Yeah, that was kind of a Ghostbusters reference. Speaking of Ghostbusters, check this out. You're not going to believe this. This game was actually a Ghostbusters game.
Really?
You're thinking, oh, come on now, but I'm not kidding. Look, compare them side by side.
is. Look
Same
at that.
games, only the sprites swapped. The Garfield game is the PAL version, while the North American version is the real Ghostbusters. Yeah, not just any Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters. The animated series with the voice of Lorenzo Music as Peter Venkman. Same guy who voiced Garfield. And as we all know, there's one other character in this universe who happened to play both those characters as the voice of Garfield in the live-action films and as Peter Venkman in the live-action Ghostbusters. Of course, we're talking about Bill Murray. In fact, there's that scene in Zombieland, you know, when the whole movie hits the brakes and becomes a Ghostbusters parody. What is the other movie that Bill Murray references in that scene?
Garfield.
Do you have any regrets?
Garfield, maybe?
What is it with Garfield and Ghostbusters? Why are these two separate franchises so closely linked together? Anyway, about the game. You might be wondering what it was originally called in Japan. Was it Ghostbusters or Garfield? It was neither. It was Mickey Mouse 4!
What?
Fucking hell. Mickey Mouse 4. Can you think of any other game, any other media in the history of civilization that went from Mickey Mouse to Garfield to Ghostbusters? I don't know how this came to be, but it sort of piques your curiosity, doesn't it? But hang on. If this is Mickey Mouse 4, then what about Mickey Mouse 3? Well, the game that was known in Japan on Famicom as Mickey Mouse 3 was known on NES as Kid Clown in Nightmare World.
Really?
Yeah, you know, Garfield, Ghostbusters, Kid Clown, all that shit. But I know what you're wondering. What about Mickey Mouse 1 and 2? I wish I didn't have to answer that. Because now, we're really going down the rabbit hole. With the emphasis on rabbit. Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 1 and 2.
Really?
Yeah, you remember back when I reviewed all those Crazy Castle games? Little did I know, in Japan, it was originally the Mickey Mouse series. Not to be confused with Mickey Mousecapade. But then Mickey Mouse 3 and 4 branched off. And was there a Mickey Mouse 5? Of course there was a Mickey Mouse 5. Meanwhile, Crazy Castle 5 became all about Woody Woodpecker. So Mickey Mouse and the Crazy Castle series were like two timelines that temporarily crossed together.
Really?
Two intersecting comet tails of chronological confusion. Oh, and that's not all. The very first Crazy Castle game was on both NES and Game Boy. The Japanese version of the Game Boy version was Mickey Mouse, but the Japanese version of the NES version was Roger fucking Rabbit on the Famicom disk drive. Holy shit. Not to mention, the European version of Crazy Castle 2 was part of the Hugo series.
I can't take it anymore.
What the heck?
And of course, it all comes down to Bugs Bunny.
Uh-oh. He's back. Oh, no. What's up, Doc? Here we go. That's a lot. And what's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
Are you fit?
What's up, Doc?
You have the nerve to come here and ask me what's up.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Well, Doc is going to tell you what's up. Because the doc has got a prescription ordered specifically for you, fuckface.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, you're the doc, Doc. Let me have it.
Happy holidays,
Oh,
buddy.
come on.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Here, try this game out. Yeah, check this out here. Oh man, it's been a long time. Long.
Come on, let's see it.
Eat my rabbit hole.
Oh. Here we go.
Ow.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse?
I collect spores, molds, and fungus.
Really? Oh, damn. Bam.
Great.
Please.
Sonya?
Nice touch.
That was good. That was good. I really enjoyed, especially the ending. Like, you know it's coming. You know it's good. Like, uh-oh. Here we go again with these two. We actually do get to see a little bit of a fight, but he just knocks his head off, which is very entertaining. That was very great. That's a great episode. Can't wait to see the next one. That was great. Please check out Cinematic's channel. I'll post a link in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to the episode. Please leave a like, please comment, and also if you like my other content, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. I thank all my subscribers for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, and viewing. Without you, I won't be doing these. So thank you, everybody. Hope you have a safe and wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you next time. Take care, stay safe, stay humble, and be a blessing.